Hey all, I'm coming on here on this full moon lunar eclipse in Pisces, which is my conscious sun. I'm a Pisces sun and Mercury, to talk about my work with the Akashic Records because, oh my gosh, my relationship with the Akashic Records has been something else. For those of you who aren't familiar with me, I do both Akashic Records and human design work, and I also do combined sessions where I work with both of them together, and they're super fun. And the first time I came across the records in 2022, I knew that there was something for me. It was what I had been really looking for, new, something more. I had been looking for more spiritual material, but I didn't really know where to find it. And when I came across the records, it was just like home. And yet I have so much resistance to the records. And this is something that has been coming up again and again. I mean, I grew up in a very secular household. And, coming into this spiritual work has been very confronting for me in accepting this because I'm not like my family. And for some reason, the human design stuff is easier for me to really accept in myself. Maybe it's just because I don't know. There's something about having like a physical chart. Like you see the chart, and then you can pull out the parts of the chart, and you can resonate with it. But the Akashic records are so up in the clouds, as I like to say. They're so, you can't. There's nothing you can prove with the records. You can't prove that they exist. At least not at this point in our history. People could say the same about human design, but I don't know. I think the fact that there's like a physical chart and you can find immediate resonance with your chart, there's something there. And I, like, for so long, like, I'm so much more comfortable talking about human design on my social media. I'm so much more comfortable sharing human design with others. There's still this deep fear with the Akashic records to share it, and there's this deep resistance. And yet I keep getting messages. I mean, over multiple lunar cycles. For those who don't know, I'm a reflector in human design, and our strategy is to wait a lunar cycle. And so the things that really are for me stick over a long period of time. And I keep getting these messages, from my records. I like, this is part of your life's work. This is part of your destiny. And I don't want to accept it. I don't want to embrace it. And I felt like coming on and just speaking to this and being real with y'all. Like, if you're called to do this work with this spiritual stuff, it doesn't always mean it's an easy journey, and it can be quite challenging and quite confronting at times to accept these parts of yourself, especially if you grew up in an environment that wasn't super spiritual. And, we live in a society that isn't very spiritual. It's very, very logic based. So yeah, I don't know who needs to hear this. I don't know quite why I'm sharing this. Other than that, it felt right to share it. To be open and honest that, yeah, I do work with the Akashic Records, and yeah, people tell me I'm really good at it. And yet it's still something that I'm working on accepting in myself, and it might be a lifelong journey.